is my review of the Crucial BX100 solid state drive. This is Crucial's budget entry model of solid state drive, and it's the 250GB version. This will be replacing a traditional hard drive that I have in my computer at the moment. Let's take a look at the back of the box. It says there that it's the 2.5-inch SSD SATA drive, and there's a spacer there as well. 6GB capable, but your motherboard has to be 6GB capable as well. We will be installing this on a slightly older board, which is only capable of 3GB, so hopefully it's not going to bottleneck the speeds too much, but it should be an improvement nonetheless. It comes in a nice presentation box. You can pick these up at the moment for about £70 or £80. I'm not sure what that is in euros or dollars. Crucial states that it has a read speed of 535 megabits per second and writes at 370 megabits per second. Here we have the box inlay. There's nothing too exciting about that. And there's also this spacer here, which is set on the back of the box. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this is for, but I can only presume because it has adhesive on the back of it, that it would be stuck on the back of the SSD, probably for a laptop so that it wouldn't be rattling about inside your laptop case if you did choose to put it into a laptop. We'll be putting it into a PC, so it won't really matter. So let's open her up. The BX100 is probably most similar to the MX100, which is this slightly older model that Crucial used to do. It's basically that model with a few less bells and whistles. The MX100 read a little bit faster at 550 megabits per second, but it wrote a little bit slower at 330 megabits. It also included RAIN encryption, so that your data was a bit more secure, and anti-corruption technology, so again, it was a little bit safer. But the BX100 still includes lower power usage, cooler operation, and faster read-write speeds than a traditional HDD. So far I'm quite impressed with the build quality of this particular SSD. It's definitely made me more confident from making the switch over from a traditional hard drive to a SSD. This will be the first solid state drive that I'll be installing, so it'll be nice to see the improvements in speed. But what I would suggest is, if you are looking for an SSD yourself, if you can afford it, go up to the MX200 of Crucial's range, or even better, go to the cream of the crop, the Samsung 850 EVO or Pro models. Oh, and I forgot to mention, inside the case there is also included Acronis clone software, so basically you can clone your existing hard drive and put it onto the SSD. You can, of course, do a clean install of Windows or whatever onto this SSD. I've recently just done a clean install onto this hard drive that I already have in the computer, so I don't see any point in doing another clean install. I'll just clone everything straight across. Now then, because this is a different size than the normal hard drives, unless your computer is already suitable to fit a 2.5-inch drive, or you have adapters, this is not going to fit into your computer. So you're going to have to either get one of those two options or think of something else. I didn't really want to buy an adapter, so instead what I'm going to do is use some zip ties and some ties that I found in my garden greenhouse. I don't really care about the looks, so as long as it functions, that's fine with me. Let's do a boot up test from the hard drive to see how fast it currently is. One of the things that I think dissuades somebody who's always used hard drives from migrating across to solid state drives comes down to its reliability. I currently have a Hitachi hard drive which has been running non-stop for more or less the last 6 or 7 years, and it has never missed a beat. So it would kind of not really have any other purpose to be replaced other than the solid state drives are reputably a lot faster. But in terms of reliability with SSDs, there's reliability with those as well. There's such a thing as single level cell and multi-level cell operation of these SSDs. Now, the particular model that we have here, the BX100, uses multi-level cell operation, which is it's a low price of operation, but it suffers from higher wear rates and lower write performance compared to single level cell technology. Single level cell is faster and much more reliable, but it's also more expensive. But having said that, okay, this SSD might have lower life, but crucial state that this particular SSD has a mean reliability rate of 1.5 million hours. That's about 4,187,500 days, or 11,472.6 years. So I think we should be okay. This boot up from the hard drive actually took long. I thought it did. It was 1 minute and 47 seconds. Now let's do the install, a reboot, and a recap. And that's it. I think the results speak for themselves. I'm quite happy with how the project turned out. I would say, you know, if you can get a slightly better SSD, then get one. I just managed to get mine on the Prime Day sale, so that's why I got a hold of one. But yeah, it's overall a really good improvement. The boot up time is much lower. Load up time of programs is much lower. I think that's really it. Just remember to make sure that trim is enabled on your new SSD, and also do some file formatting for your pictures and music and things like that if you're wanting to keep them on another hard drive, which I suggest you still do. Keep a hard drive in there to hold your mass storage of things like that. But yeah, okay, thank you very much for watching.